Hello, today I wanted to talk about autism and psychology. That is autistics who are interested in psychology. I had no idea until I was diagnosed last year, very late diagnosed, how many autistic people are interested in psychology. My sister and I went to a post-diagnostic autism group, support group, and yeah, a lot of speakers there who had who were educated, or who had studied psychology quite to quite a high level, and or therapists, psychotherapists, and we also had the people who worked at Axia where we were diagnosed, quite a few of them were diagnosed with autism themselves, so they understood. And yeah, so it's I was interested in psychology from quite a young age, from a teenager actually. I was about to do a hairdressing course after I did my O-levels, and then I switched and did A-levels, and one of those was psychology. And then I went on a few years later to do my degree in psychology, and also after that I did some research in the psychology fields using my degree. And it came as a surprise, but it shouldn't really. I mean, when you think about it, a lot of people with autism are interested in, finding out how people work, and what motivates them, and all that sort of thing. So it shouldn't really come as a surprise. But yeah, so I just thought it was very interesting, and I'm just going to read something from an article I came across, which I will include a link to when I write this up. So it says, autistic females in particular are often very imaginative, artistic and highly capable in the arts. This can include interest and talent in writing, painting, drawing, sculpture, singing, acting, theatre, music and so on. Which, I've talked about the creative side. Autistic brains tend to be very detail oriented, leading to a tendency to be very good at science and analytical thinking. Whether or not an autistic person ends up in the sciences, and especially a career in science, largely depends on their upbringing and influences. Those who had the advantage of receiving good education and had the resources to attend post-secondary school often excel in academia. One common area of interest for many autistic females is in psychology. Since they grew up feeling different from everyone else, they often look to psychology for answers, often reading self-help books and psychology texts long before their peers. For many, this leads to independent study and the development of a special interest in psychology. Several choose careers that are related to psychology in some way, either as researchers, psychologists, therapists, school counsellors or social workers. While autistic people can be interested in a diverse range of career fields, they are overrepresented in the arts, sciences, technology and in psychology. Their traits and strengths may be especially well suited for academia, and many find themselves to be lifelong learners interested in pursuing formal and or informal educational opportunities throughout life. So yeah, I thought that was really revealing and very interesting. It's something I didn't know until I'm in my 60s. So yeah, and we're learning more all the time. But just again, relating it back, the psychology bit, to autism and writing, which is mainly what I use these do these blogs for, videos for, is that yeah, the psychology also is useful in writing, to write about characters and characterization, people's motivation, their personality types, how people behave socially. It's all there, and yeah, so it's all rich material. And what we're, I realise now I've pursued a line that is kind of compatible with autism, if you like, with the autistic mind, with, for want of a better word, brain, is, you know, the psychology and the writing, you know. So yeah, so anyway, I shall hopefully write that up at some point and also upload it to the various platforms. Thank you for listening today. Bye.